very basic logo and slogan appears with a woodland backdrop shrouded in light. Coming up on today's video, we take you through Macclesfield Forest, full of running streams and grand sights that will envelop and mesmerise you throughout. Our dog Valo explores the area and makes new friends. Join us through this amazing destination and stay till the end of the journey for bloopers and funny moments. A map of the area appears on the screen. The camera zooms in for a closer look as it takes us along the route taken. The marked map locations relate to video chapters, and GPS and what 3 words information can be found in the description. Today we're parking up at Teggs Nose Country Park, but not to visit the reservoirs or scale the summit, but we're taking you on a journey through the land and into Macclesfield Forest. This outing will have you getting your boots on and heading here too. Let's journey on. The camera shows all the signs on the trail leading to Macclesfield Forest before Christy and Valo the dog approach a gate, open it and walk through it. The camera follows Christy and Valo down a hill as they veer left, and the camera follows, but not before taking a close-up of the Macclesfield Forest sign. I appear in front of the camera with a small stream behind me.
I will say this, if you're using Teggs Nose as your starting point to venture around the area, possibly going to the forest such as ourselves, it's a bit of an interesting route. There are quite a lot of hills here, so if you've not one for like the inclines, maybe venture onto one of the other routes. But there are little rest stops like the one behind me, with a little trickle of water where you can settle down with your dog for a little bit of drink. And then you journey on.
Follow the winding trail until you reach a metal gate on your right and go through it to Macclesfield Forest while enjoying the beautiful sheep sounds on your day out. Camera follows Christy through the woods on a small trail before looking at a sign noting we're heading in the direction of the chapel today. Camera follows Christy, but the camera fades in on the backdrop of the ruins of a house surrounded by the forest.
Alright, we're in Macclesfield Forest now after our quick ascent up the hill from Teggs Nose. This is quite a beautiful journey. There's lots of sights to see. There's beautiful flowers everywhere and trees galore. It is a forest after all. Alright, let's journey on.
The camera takes a close-up through the window only to see the flora taking over the inside. Shortly after entering the forest you will come to the ruins of an old house that leads onto several trails for your choosing, but today we go through this one towards the chapel. The camera tilts up and follows Christy and Valo through a wooden stile, but it takes a moment to look at the sign marking unauthorized cycle route. A brief walk through the trail and the forest begins to open up into this large area for you to explore. I'm in front of the camera.
I just had to take a minute. There's this beautiful trail behind me. The forest here is so cooling, it's lovely. Take a moment along these walks. There are a lot of hills here, but when there's sight like that, you just gotta go explore them and take them in.
The camera rises up looking into the soil, but as it tilts up, the expansive forest is beheld. I appear in front of the camera, the woods behind me with a few fading shots of the benches.
Generally what happens on our little hikes and adventures is I get distracted by all the trees, the sights. I start taking footage, photos, and then I find a bench. I take more footage and photos and see all the beauty around me. I can't help myself. Obviously when you're on journeys like this, you can hike, you can exercise, enjoy yourself. There's some cyclists going through here on specific routes. For me, I love sitting down and enjoying all the sights around me. It also helps with all the hills. I can actually relax for a little bit and then walk on.
Camera views the forest with lights beaming down upon the camera before fading into a time-lapse pursuing Christy and Valo, and then I appear in front of the camera.
We've had a nice little break, pork pie and some refreshing water. The dog had a little rest and we're ready to go on to the next destination. We're going through this gate and onwards to the chapel and then back into the forest to see all the reservoirs. Let's venture on and enjoy the journey.
Camera begins its pursuit of Christian Vallow down a narrow stone path. As you walk the trail, you can see the church over the wall. Sadly, due to the wind and the road traffic, we weren't able to take much footage, but it's a nice sight along your journey. The camera continues to follow Christian Vallow down the narrow path, takes a breath to look at the chapel before moving us across the roads and onto a new trail. As you walk down this narrow road, admire the views all around you, but stay safe. It can be easy here to miss the left turn for the gate by being distracted by all these views. The camera roots around Christy as she navigates through a wooden gate, and then the camera observes them going down the hill. Going back onto the forest trail, you will be faced with a myriad of signs, lots of sights to see and also other trails. For this journey we'll be following the signs for Trentabank Reservoir and then on towards Teggs Nose Reservoir, but we do advise coming back over and over here just to explore it all. The camera observes some berries on a tree before tilting down to observe Christian Vallow walking the trail and crossing the road back into the woods. I now appear in front of the camera with a thick woodland area behind me.
We're making our way now to Trentabank Reservoir. It's one of the few reservoirs here in Macclesfield Forest. The journey is going to be ups and downs and all arounds. We're going to look at all the forestry stuff in there, the flowers, everything. And Vallow is running on ahead, looking for everything to smell. Let's go get caught up.
The camera is looking down the trail from above as Christian Vallow cross over a bridge sitting above the stream. When going along the trail, remember to enjoy the sights and take breaks on the many benches provided. They're a great way to take in everything around you. Christian Vallow briefly view an information sign before turning left and continuing along the trail beside the road. I appear in front of the camera with an information centre and board behind me.
We're at the ranger station, making our way to Ridgegate Reservoir through Macclesfield Forest. It's an absolutely lovely journey. Shelter from the sun is always wanted. And we're going to venture on. Now, the maps behind me are dotted throughout the forest. They are amazing information to plan out your route.
The camera follows Christian Vallow along the path, avoiding the road before I appear in front of the camera with the reservoir in the backdrop.
I do love exploring these reservoirs, one of the beautiful attractions here at Macclesfield Forest. Along our journey we also saw various statues throughout. Quite a sight to see. We tried to take a few photos with Vallow in front of them. He was having none of it. And coming here, try to enjoy all the sights of everything to offer. And do visit the ranger station. It has tons of information, parking and everything you need. Alright, let's journey on.
The camera pans to the right, observing the reservoir across the horizon before beginning pursuit of Christian Vallow along the reservoir and up onto the trail. I appear in front of the camera, walking the road, cars and reservoir behind me.
It was a lovely day exploring Macclesfield Forest and the reservoirs. I'm going to trail on now and back to Teggs.
The camera observes the reservoir before I appear in front of the camera, reservoir and summit behind me.
We made it to Teggs Nose Reservoir, an absolute beautiful destination where you can relax and take in those views as the world goes by. From here you can go up to the summit or go around and up towards the car park. Whichever route you choose, let's journey on.
The camera goes down a wet, muddy road before catching up to Christian Vallow at the stream. The camera observes the stream before feeding, with me now in front of the camera and said stream behind me.
Now along this trail, don't forget to visit the stream, put your feet in it and cool down, and then journey on up the hill all the way to the car park. This is an absolutely beautiful destination, and I'll see you back at the top. Let's journey on.
Christy goes through a noisy metal gate before the words Outtakes, Bloopers and Funny Moments appears on the screen. Let's not take life too serious. Vallow doesn't.
Oh, we're back to Teggs Nose and sheep noises. bag rolling and changing my pocket. Lovely. Today we're revisiting Teggs Nose Country Park and the sheep all around it. This video brought to you by footsteps and sheep noises. Bah to you two.
Christy and Val are walking towards me.
To run. Get an excited dog, really giddy to come to you. Hello, what's this? Come here. Come here. Oh, it never works. No, Bench, come back.
Ryan walking through brambles.
Ryan's enemy number 742. Bramble in shorts. Ow, ow, ow.
Val peeing on a tree.
Clearly don't have enough shots of you peeing, Val.
Christy and Val walking to a bench.
I don't know why she tapped it. Oh, it's a bee. Valo, you like your hat?
We really appreciate you staying till the end. Consider liking this video and checking out our other content. If you want to see future content, consider subscribing and checking out Valo's Instagram. Details are in the description. We have other audio description and narration videos. All the best on your journey, and until the next video, goodbye now.